Alright gang, welcome back to our Broke to Billionaire challenge on Ohio Richlands. You joined me in August, and some of you with a keen eye may have already figured it out. We did it. We finally upgraded the harvester. Now this is a brand new harvester. There's no used, unfortunately there was no used. I've been kind of putting it off for a while, and I know a few of you have been getting pretty annoyed because I said, oh, we're going to upgrade it here in the next episode or two, and it's been about 15 to 20 episodes since I said that. So well, in any case, we have since done it. So we now have a brand new harvester with a brand new header. And this is it. The Case Axial Flow 9250 with a very, very nice 13 and some odd change width header. That is a significant upgrade from what we did have. I'm very, very excited about it. We actually have Case showing up to the farm here. We don't actually have anything in regarding to Case until now. So this is pretty exciting. Let me let all the traffic go by here. A bunch of Byrons go by here. Just going to leave that there for right now. It's not really probably the best spot for it, but we're going to leave it there for now because we're going to get right into harvesting this field immediately. Alright, so that is unfolded up. We can unfold this guy and get underway. Now it's almost double the width, the header here. And obviously the storage of this is much more than what it was before. So this is going to help us out tremendously. Tremendously. Basically, we're going to cut almost, or well, nearly cut our harvest in half here, gang. This is going to be huge. So, well overdue, long overdue, I should say. And I know a lot of you have been watching for quite a while, and comments on not the last episode, but the episode before that, pretty much reaffirmed the fact that you're expecting it, and you're getting annoyed that I haven't done it. I really wanted to wait. The reason why I haven't done it to this point is I talked myself out of it a couple of times because I really wanted to wait and hope one came out on the used market because that would save us so much more money. But I think we all can pretty much agree that there's a very low likelihood that we're going to actually make this challenge, unfortunately. I did some things wrong in the middle there that hindered that ability, but we're gonna give it a shot still. We're gonna go for it, and if we're gonna go for it, we should try to do some things to upgrade the farm to make our lives a little bit easier. When I say our lives, I'm specifically talking about myself. This will cut down the overall effort and time required to harvest a field, which is only going to save me time when I'm, doing these videos for you. So, but with all that out of the way, all of that said, hopefully you're excited about this. Hopefully you like this choice, and hopefully you're doing well today. Things are good here for me. Things are good. So the day that I'm recording this, it is, let's see, what is this? This is a Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday night. A couple of days before the release of this specific video comes out. This isn't really specifically related to Farming Simulator, but I want to just put a plug in really quick here. So my other channel that I do other playthroughs and games on, I've mentioned it a number of times, and if you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend checking it out. I got the deluxe remaster of Dead Rising, so I don't know if any of you played Dead Rising or not. I promise this will be the last part I talk about it because this is a farming channel. It's not about that, but I just want to put a little shameless plug in real quick. So, Dead Rising, one of my favorite games of all time. All time. I got it when it first came out with the Xbox 360. They just did a deluxe remaster, upgraded the graphics basically. I'm so amped up. It comes out tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a playthrough on the channel, on the other channel. So if that's interest to you at all, and you watch that at all, please go give that channel a follow. Links in the description down below. Support me over there. I'm so excited for it, man. I'm amped up to play it. So I will have a video out. Well, there should be probably three or four videos out, I would think, at this point. Well, maybe, I don't know. Somewhere around the 2 to 3, 4 video range should be out at this point while you're watching this. So there should be some material out there for you to watch. So if that's interest to you at all, please, like I said, I would greatly appreciate a follow on that channel. We are trying to get to 1,000. We're at like 858, 860 or whatever, something like that at the time of this recording. So I would greatly appreciate all the support and help I can get over there. But with that said, let's get back to farming. So, we've got to harvest this field today. We also have the cotton field that's ready to harvest. Now, Matthew, which is one of my members, has mentioned it for many, many, many episodes that it's probably going to be time for me to upgrade, or, well, I say upgrade, add another Grandma's house or another production of some sort for the cotton. And he's right. I was holding off on it because I was like, maybe it'll chew through it enough time, but it's not going to. So we're almost to full here. Give me just a second. I don't want to waste any of this. I normally do. You guys know I normally get into a rant talking, and then I keep driving forward. If we look at the map really quick, there's going to be a quick save here. But if we look at the menu, I should say, not the map, and we go to Grandma's house, or Grandma's knitwear, you can see she still has 29,000 liters of cotton in there, so it will not take another bale. I think one bale was pretty much half of that space, I think. I could be a little off on that, but it was around that nonetheless. So we're probably going to have to put something else in. That, or we do a fabric production, which I've talked about a number of times, right? If we do a fabric production, technically it's going to take longer to utilize that cotton up, and it would technically make us a little bit more money in the long run because you get a little bit more out of it. So maybe that's a way to go, but we'll see. We'll see. We need this guy. So I did unload the rest of the potatoes out of this. We've got a lot of things that we still need to do today, though. We haven't started on the other portion of the potato field being harvested, but really, I don't think there's a reason to do it yet. The one BGA does need to have some more potatoes unloaded into it, so we will work on doing that here very soon. One of them was already completely unloaded in. Oh, Byron, don't you do it, buddy. I guess that might have been my fault, but either way, we're not going to tell him that. We won't tell him that. The one BGA does need some more potatoes in it, though, so we will do that. I already unloaded what was remaining of, well, mostly remaining of the straw into the one, so lots to do, gang. Lots and lots to do. So we got to get the cotton harvest going. We got to get the potato harvest going again here soon. Probably, I don't know if we'll do it this episode, maybe the next episode here in August. And then obviously we're harvesting this field, and we got to get all the straw up off the ground on this field. And we have to drill the field over there that we finished harvesting in the last episode. So there's a lot to do in August, if I'm honest with you. There's a lot to do. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. We'll see what we get done. We'll see what we get accomplished. Now, we probably want to upgrade this trailer, too, while we're at it. While that's unloading, let's jump into... do we want to use that one yet? I guess we do, because we can unload the rest of the potatoes from the harvester into it. So I guess we do. So this is the one that still needs some potatoes. It's not going to take all of these by any means. It won't even come close, but it should take a good chunk of them. There you go. As expected. So that's unloaded. So let's jump into the John Deere here. We've got some straw still. Now this is not going to take all of it, unfortunately, but there is some at least that can be put in here. Now the problem we're going to have here, which is a problem we've always had, I guess, whenever we have a bunch of straw to harvest, is that we're not going to be able to get all that straw picked up and put it somewhere. As you can see, that's full again, so there's plenty still in there. I believe our silo here was already full too, so that means we had to put another silo down, which I already got rid of the one, so I don't necessarily want to do that again. Seems a little contradictive in there, but so we either get another one or we leave the straw on the ground for another month and then pick it up in the following month, pick it up in September, and go from there. But I don't know, we'll have to see. So let's load this up here. We're going to get the worker drilling the new field we purchased that we finished harvesting in the last episode and picking all the straw up of. Too far. There we go. So let's head over there, and we'll put a worker on doing this. We'll go around the headland like we normally do, but the worker's going to have some issues on that field. It's not a very standard-shaped field. That tends to be a lot of the fields we're dealing with here on Ohio Richlands, but nevertheless, we will let the worker do most of it. We can obviously touch it up. It's not that big of a deal for us to touch it up. looks like that might be finished unloading. So let me get this over here to the other field. I probably won't do anything on that field just yet. I want to get around the headland on this field a couple of times, and then we can set the worker off doing their thing. But kind of want to utilize that harvester a little bit more since we just bought it. And yeah, we'll continue on here. All right, I'm hearing like a PA announcement in the background. I think that might be the first time I've ever heard that on this. Maybe it always happens and I don't hear it for some reason. But I literally just heard a PA announcement like it's like a farm auction or something. Did you guys hear that? I don't know if that audio was loud enough for you guys to hear it or not, but oh, okay. Well, that was new. So anyway, we're going to continue harvesting this field here. The other field over there that we're going to drill today, I believe we're going to put barley in there. I think that's going to be our barley field. This will be our wheat field moving forward. Just going to leave those as standard, not change them around too often. Maybe every once in a while if we really need to, but I want to keep doing some of the crops that's, going to be the best possible chance to try to get close to $1 billion. And straw is definitely one of those things that will help us get there. So keep those fields as a standard approach, I guess. It's a great harvester though, man. It really is. I love a case. John Deere is my favorite, obviously. I grew up as a John Deere boy, but I do like a case. Really like the way that the harvester spits out the straw too. It's kind of cool. It's just like a trough that's just dropping it out. Most of the time, it just kind of looks like a drop that's coming out of the back of a harvester. But this one, you can clearly tell it's coming out of that little, like slide, little, whatever you want to call it. So when we get around here, I'm going to throw down a worker for a brief moment, and we're going to get everything else kind of set up and going. So I probably won't do a whole lot of the cotton harvest today. We'll probably mostly wait, I would think, on the cotton harvest until the next episode in August, because we're going to do 2 episodes in August at least. As far as the potatoes go, I haven't really made my decision up yet. I talked about it earlier that we really don't have any room for them. So it's either I have to buy more trailers to store them, or I've got to put down some kind of silo for the potatoes. I really want to get that field harvested so we can get rid of that potato harvester, make a little bit of money back. So I gotta kind of think through that a little bit. The problem with the silos for potatoes is they're not cheap. They're very expensive, and it seems a little pointless. Probably isn't the right word here. I was going to say pointless, but I don't really know if that's the right word or not. I'm going to use it. Pointless to buy that when we're literally only going to be utilizing it until we run out of potatoes on that field. We won't be doing potatoes anymore. You know what I mean? So it just kind of seems counterintuitive, I guess. It's really not the right verbiage there either, but hopefully you get what I'm trying to get at. So let's put that on a worker briefly. There it is again. Park. Is it like a baseball game? I just heard it. Something about a park. I couldn't, it wasn't really verbal what they were saying, what kind of, park it was, but so we still have some cotton left over in this, so that's good. That's going to be some more bales we're going to get out of this. So I'm going to kind of go around the headland on this one. I do think this one's going to have issues too. But we'll see, I guess. Maybe it won't. Now, I kind of had to think a little bit on the potato field over there, right? That field goes all the way back there, our other cotton field, and goes all the way out here to the road. It's a gigantic field. I think we're going to split that up into 2 fields. I think it would be stupid not to, if I'm honest with you. I just killed some. Oops. Very small amount, but I killed some anyway. I think it'd be stupid for us to not do that. It would take an eternity to harvest that entire field in one sitting. So we should at least split it up into 2. We might even split it up into 3 fields. Although I don't know, 3 fields might be a little bit too much. I mean, it would be just like these 3 fields we have here, right? We split this field and this field up, and then we have that field back there. It would be more like that setup, which I guess I'm not fully against. We could also do something a little bit crazy, and what I mean by that is we could expand the 3 fields here. So the cotton field we're actually harvesting, this field here to the right, and then our cotton field back there. We could expand them if we get rid of all of these trees in front of us, this tree line. We could expand them so these fields, like towards that potato harvester you can see, I could expand this cotton field to go all the way to the end that way and just keep them kind of sectioned off that way. I don't know if that's a smart play or not, but that's something that was running through my mind as well. So I don't know. I guess what I'm getting at is I don't really have a full decision yet on that, with the exception of the fact that I know I'm going to split those up. There is no, or split this field up, I should say. There is no way I'm going to keep that field as it is, with the size it is. I'm not willing to do that. We want it split it up, so we're going to. Hopefully that all made sense. I got to be very careful here. I did see that the other worker with the harvester is full, so we need to get that unloaded. We're gonna have to probably just unload it and take it all the way to the silo, because I think that trailer is gonna be full. That is our smallest trailer, which is why at the beginning I was saying we might want to upgrade this trailer, because we got a lot to put in there. But I guess the key point is we probably will only need the 3 trailers we currently have most of the time. It just happens to be that we've got... Oh, this is... Oh, boy. It just happens to be that we have right now, we've got... Really? Okay, so I can't even cut them. Maybe we did this earlier. Did we do this earlier? I feel like we might have tried this earlier now that I'm trying to do it. Huh. I mean, it pulls up for a second, and then it just says, nope. Well, just let me cut it. Can't pick it up, but it let me cut it. Weird. Okay, well. Hopefully that lets me carry on, because that was the tree. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That little branch, really? That's the thing that's going to cause me an issue? Really? So why wasn't I allowed to cut that one, but this one basically is giving me no issues for the most part? So these are going to be kind of in the way of that field over there, but that's fine. Let them be in the way. It's fine. I'm literally just going to take down every freaking tree at this point. It would drive me insane. I was going to wait, like I said, to do these until, you know, it's closer to winter months, because you get the most money for it into the wood chips. But, I mean, I guess I could just turn them into wood chips and then just hold on to them, right? Am I actually harvesting that? Yes, I am. Okay. All right. Well, at least we got that portion done. That was a mess, trying to get through there with all those damn trees. But nonetheless, we're going to continue on here, gang. I'm going to go around the headland. I will put it on a worker, hope for the best. Hopefully the worker does what they're supposed to do. And then we'll continue to carry on harvesting the other field and carting all of the crop back and forth. I think it's wheat. Carting the wheat back and forth. And we'll see where we get to. we've got, like I said, we have to get the rest of the potatoes unloaded out of the potato harvester because there's still potatoes in there. And then we probably could at least partially get the worker going on the potato harvest. It likely will be full again before we could unload them, but we could at least get some of it started. So we might do that as well. But let's carry on here. I'm probably going to have to get rid of some more trees as we carry along this way. Those trees with these branches. This one I can definitely already tell you right now I'm going to have to get rid of it. There's no way that this is going to drive through it. There's no way. I stand corrected. Wow. Okay. Never mind. I really didn't think. Based off the other ones, like that one looked like the branches were shorter to me, but let me go right through it, so I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. In any case, we're going to get to it. And let's see what we can get done. All right, nice long time lapse there. That's been the common trend here for quite a number of episodes, but we got a lot done, gang, as you saw. I've got pretty much everything going. That grass field, which I didn't mention already, didn't mention earlier, is also ready to harvest. So we've got a lot going on here. It's just a matter of us carting things around and keeping up with everything. So this thing's filling up quickly, which is good, right? That means we've got a good yield here. And we're getting through this field pretty quickly. This harvester has definitely helped. Looks like we've got a bale out here, so we need to get that sorted out as well. So let me go ahead and jump into the store here. I think I'm going to leave the New Holland tractor over on the other side by the grass field. I think we're going to leave it there. Similarly, how we have the Star here, right? We'll just use the case and the John Deere for all the big work, and these can be for some of the other works like the sheep and, you know, moving the potatoes back and forth and whatever else we have going on over there. So, as I mentioned, let's do a quick save here because we haven't saved in a bit. I don't expect this whole entire bale of cotton to fit in there. Let me look. I don't remember how big they are. 20,000 liters. It might. I think it's 50, so it might just fit in there. But the next one that pops out, whenever it pops out, it might only be one more. Could be 1.5 probably, but we'll keep whatever's remaining in the harvester. Whenever that occurs, it would definitely will not fit it. So we'll take this one, and hopefully this will be accepted, and we'll, you know, put it in there directly. And then the next one we get will look, like I said, we'll keep it probably on the trailer for now, maybe. But either, you know, end of this episode or the next episode, we'll look to try to get some kind of other clothes and or, you know, some kind of clothes production, another clothes production, whether it's another grandma's house or it's something else. Well, it's a moment of truth. We'll see how much actually is accepted in there, if it is or not. Doesn't look like it's going to accept it all unless I put it in the wrong spot, which that could be too. Yep, 45,000. So there's about 5,000 left there. I'm going to, even though it's not really that great, I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to leave it sitting there. It'll chew through it eventually. So let's take this back here, and we'll go ahead and get the harvester going again. Looks like we have a full tank on the potatoes as well. Kind of feeling like we need another tractor at this point. We've got pretty much all the tractors doing something here, with the exception of the New Holland, I guess, for right now. Just going to turn that off, because we really don't need him continue to going on. At least this worker was able to be smart enough to continue on here. Now, there is a little... I see it up there. You can kind of see in the distance. A little section there that was missed, but I'm perfectly fine. If that's all they're going to miss, I'm perfectly fine with that. That does not bother me whatsoever. What do you think? What do you think? You think we got a chance here with the new harvester of been able to come close? What do you guys think? Thinking no. So I would say we've got about another, I don't know, we're probably almost halfway, maybe a little bit more than halfway done on this field. So still a good chunk to do, but there's no way we're going to be able to do anything with this straw unless we get another silo of some sort or another production for straw, but I really don't want to spend any more money today. Except for, you know, utilizing something for the cotton. That's the only thing I want to even consider spending money on today. So we're bringing this back here, and it's not 100% full, so I'm going to try to pick some of this up real quick, get this to 100% full, and then move on. It's not there's not going to be any way we can put any of this even close to being in the BGAs at this point. We're just going to have to hold on to it, and that's fine, right? This is another thing where we either have to buy another silo for this, or we get another loading wagon, forage wagon for this. I mean, that's... Or we just wait it out and hope that there's going to be enough out of the BGAs between now and the next episode, which I doubt it. Well, not the next episode, 2 episodes from now. Now in September, I should say. But I doubt it. I don't see any way that it would be. Is he full again? Dang, he's full again. So I'll get the worker back going on this again here in just a second. We're going to unload what we can in here. It's not going to accept all of it, but whatever. And then we need to get the drill filled back up. It's empty, so we need to go buy some more stuff for the drill from the silo, the buying silo, and get the worker going again on the drilling of the field over there. Flew right out of that. Tuck and rolled. Alright, so let's go grab... Where's it at? There it is. Fold this up. Let's go fill this thing up. Bring it back here and we'll get the worker going again. Like I said, they've done a pretty decent job here. A lot better than I expected. There are some sections down there I see too, so we're going to have to do some touch-ups, some drive-around touch-ups, but let's fill it up and we can do that real quick and set the worker back on their way. Alright, we're back here. The harvester is full again. I went ahead and turned the worker off so we're not just sitting there wasting dollars every few seconds. Let's go around here and let's do some touch-up work here. And then we can set the worker back on this, and then we can go unload the trailer of wheat, and then come back and unload the harvester and get the harvester going again. Been a really productive day. Really, really productive day. I mean, it's only 10 o'clock. We got plenty of the day left. We've got another episode in this August month as well. Little corner section here, kind of expected, honestly, but it looks like down here they might have actually hit all of it, which I'm actually pleasantly surprised about. I guess there really wasn't, or there aren't very many trees in the way, so maybe that's the reason, but yeah, they did an okay job. Alright, well, how about that? So we're going to start it down here on the other end here, a little untraditional from where it was, I guess, just to make sure that this tree does not come into play at all. I need to realign this really quick. Bear with me on the camera views here for a second here, gang. Alright. Hopefully it doesn't have any issues when he gets up there to the end. Hopefully it's far enough along that it's going to continue on. I think it will. Might waste a little bit of seed and fertilizer, but that's okay. Alright, that's backed up. We've got to go take this, drop this off. I think I'm actually going to put some of this in the silo. I think the actual production itself has plenty of room, so I'm not that concerned about that. Yeah, it does have plenty of room, but I think I'm going to put a little bit of this in the silo just for safekeeping for now. We probably won't need it. But we can leave it in there, and if we do need it at some point, then we've got some more in there. I think there is a little bit in there at current. Actually, I should look at that before I, go with that decision here. Yeah, there's 16,000 in there. I'm going to put 10,000 in there, get it somewhere around or just over, $26,000. I also bought gas. I don't think I mentioned that. I bought gas while we were down here filling up the drill. The John Deere needed some gas, so went ahead and did that as well. Let's go ahead and take care of all of it while we were down here. Good enough. Now, if we're looking at our productions down here, you can use a little bit of potatoes. You can use some straw too. So those are all good things we needed. This the one that's faster. This one. Those are good things because we need to get rid of some of that stuff. So that's good. It's a good thing. I'm going to unload this really quick. Give me just a second here, gang. I'm going to unload some potatoes, and I'm going to move this out of the way. Because we're going to bring the straw over here in just a little bit. And we're going to need the room anyway, so I might as well just do it while I'm here. Yeah, not much, but it did get rid of some, so we'll take it. For now, I'm just going to put this temporarily right here. I know it's kind of in the way and a little annoying and against what I normally say. I don't really love leaving the yard all mess, but it's not really in the way of anything specifically, except for maybe the buying silo, but we've done everything we need for the buying silo, at least in this episode, so I'm not too concerned about it for now. Alright, unloading it. Shouldn't take too much longer. Yep, we're almost done. And we can put this bag on a worker. And there we go. Alright, it doesn't like that, so we'll get to the end and we'll turn around and then do it. It doesn't like it. Okay, there we go. So, he's still going strong. Almost ready to unload another bale. That's good. Where it is. There it is. Where it is. I said where it is. Where it is. Alright, so let's go unload this. Now, I don't, like I said, I mean, if you look at the BGA, it could use a good amount, but I don't think it's going to take all of this. There's a lot in here. 200,000 liters is a lot of straw, gang. So, we'll probably get down to maybe the 80-ish% range, maybe, if we're lucky. And that's probably going to be it. So we're just going to have to kind of hold on to the straw for now. I can probably dump a little bit more in our manure silo, but probably not much. I don't think it's gone through that much. It's not really that fast of a production, so. Now, one other thing I want to do. 75%. I was close. One other thing I want to do is I want to go up here to the digestate. Yeah, kind of as I expected. It's full. So let's sell some solid fertilizer. So we can open up some more room, because since we're putting so much of this in here, it's going to continue. So what I want to do now, while everybody else is just doing the harvest and stuff, I'm going to see if I can go out there and find something for fabric that's relatively reasonable. I think I've looked at this before, but since we're kind of shifting gears a little bit to the point where we're not so much concerned about let's just save, let's try to buy stuff to help us get there. Let's see what I can find. Alright, gang, so we put something down. So we went with a nice little spinnery factory here. This is going to help us out big time. It allowed me to put it back here, so it's not the most perfect spot, but, you know, just like everything else, we've kind of got expanded out into this field. We're just going to keep on running that. I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of room to put anything else here. Maybe something small, but I doubt it. But there you go. That's it. So we're going to run it. So, I had to move some things out of the way, clearly. I was chopping down some trees over on that side right there because I was going to attempt to put it there. It just wasn't working. It just didn't seem to fit properly. So if we get rid of this silage machine here, we definitely would have enough room to put something else down. But that silage machine needs a lot of room. So we're just going to kind of use the area between it for where we used to, you know, park our stuff that we would, you know, hang out, leave outside, I guess, like the trailers and stuff. We'll just park them in between. Why not? That's what we did. Let's drop that off. The harvester is full once again. The wheat harvester, the new harvester we just bought, is full again, so we've got to go get that unloaded. I did see that the cotton harvester did drop out another bale, so we need to pick that bale up, and we're going to take it over there to the spinnery. And we'll probably take this bale to the spinnery too, honestly. And then we can just have the have that on distributing, and it'll go to Grandma's house for now. And that should allow us to, you know, save a little bit of time with well, I guess not a little bit of time, is probably not the right word, but it should give us more money out of Grandma's house. Just might be a little bit of a longer process, but that's okay. We still might have to put a secondary Grandma's house down. Actually, we probably will, but for now, that'll at least temporarily hold us over for a little bit until we start getting full on that too. I believe the worker finished doing the drilling. I think there's a tiny little section over there that was missed again that we'll have to touch up, but otherwise I think that field is done, so that's good. So we'll let the harvester continue to unload this until that trailer's full. It's going to be pretty quickly here. And then we'll set the worker back off. We'll go and dump all of that wheat into our makeshift mill. And then we're going to pick up that cotton bale and we're going to get started on the spinnery. Now, the reason why we're doing that, gang, the reason why we're going from the cotton, well, we're taking some of the cotton released and turning it into fabric is because typically I think it's pretty much every single one of them. You do get a slight increase or a slight buff to how many clothes will be made. It's not anything outrageously, you know, crazy, but it is nevertheless a buff. So you will gain a little bit more out of it by going that path. And that's just because it takes longer, right? So we'll let that continue to unload. The worker continue to unload there. Let's pick up this bale, and we'll take it and drop it straight off into our new production here and get that going. This is good. This is really good. The worker here is getting pretty close, actually, to finishing the harvest. Now, there's going to be little bits, like down there, and there's going to be some down here, I'm sure, because of these trees that the worker won't be able to get, but that's okay. As long as he gets most of it, we can touch it up. I'm not too concerned about that, right? Been a good day, gang. We did spend some money, as you you know that. From the last episode, we spent some money once again. Been a bunch of episodes in a row here where we're spending money, but it's for the best. It's for the best. Now, I believe the drop-off point is on the left side here, I think. Oh, there's an invisible wall there. Oh, you just saw that. There's a big old invisible wall there. Accept it, or did I put it in the wrong spot? Or is it already full? It says it has some cotton in there, but it's not chewing through it as fast as I was expecting it to. I can't pick that up. I don't know why why I'm even trying. Weird. That's weird. Well, when 11 o'clock hits, we're going to make some money because we have the solid fertilizer it's going to sell, right? So we're going to make some money off of that. I'm just going to try to push it and see if I can get it to accept all of it. It's kind of weird that it's not, isn't it? There it goes. I guess I just had it too far out of the zone. Yep, there it goes. Perfect. Let's pick up the rest of this one here and let's go drop it off. It's a small amount, but hey. Alright, everything's in there. So now it's just a matter of us continuing on the harvest here, getting more of this done. So the worker did great all the way up until this point. He got a little confused. There's pretty much just a little section left to do here, but the worker definitely got confused, so we just kind of took over for it. We'll finish it off here. Don't know why the worker was getting confused, but they were nonetheless. So I'm actually going to head down here and flip around and come back this way. Now, it looks like there's going to be a little bit here that's going to be left that we're not going to be able to get with the header unless I'm just looking at it wrong. But to me, it looks like there's going to be a small section here that we're going to have to come back and touch up. Yep, definitely. Alright, gang, we're pretty much done here. This is the last little strip here. Both the fields are harvested. It's just a matter of us getting the straw up on the other one and then just re-drilling this one. So we'll do that in the next episode. So we're going to leave this one here. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the upgrades. Those of you that have been requesting and demanding a harvester, because I've teased it for, I don't know, 20 episodes in a row that I would be coming up soon, and it never did. Here you go. You got it now. So hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'll catch you all next time.